Today is a total madhouse here at the job site. We've got 3 huge trucks full of furniture. We've got the electricians who are running wires through the furniture. I have a lot in my mind. It's all organized in here somehow, but it's been a crazy day. I'm Kalyn Rothaus, and that's me and my first building project and my first power lunch. For as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be a designer. And now here I am, creating functional and fabulous spaces. This is my client, Mark Alfieri, founder and chairman of Brandstar. And that's Carmen, his chief operating officer. They've asked me to take this building and turn it into a modern and efficient workspace. It's going to be a challenge, but in the end, the new space will be functional, and of course, it will most definitely be fabulous. As a designer, my goal on this job is to move 135 employees from this 20,000 square foot space into a much smaller 11,000 square foot building and keep everybody comfortable and productive. Last week, we lit up the space. We turned our attention upwards to the ceiling. We installed the grids and light fixtures with cutting-edge technology, including daylight harvesting, which automatically controls the lighting for maximum efficiency. We're in our 2nd month of construction, and now it's time to move on to the next phase. So my design directive from Carmen, the COO of Brandstar, was to create this sort of equality throughout the entire building with the furniture, so that Mark, the founder and chairman, sits in the same kind of chair as an employee. In fact, everyone sits in the same chair and has the same furniture.
We've created an incredibly vibrant culture here where people really enjoy working together. And I just didn't see any reason why the executives should have different chairs from the associates. We're all here, we're all human beings, we're all working for the same outcome.
Now that's going to be quite the change. Mark's current office space is far different than any employee. With its dark wood and dark furniture, huge leather sofas, and lots of personal items tucked away in all this old world storage space. It's all very old school, and my design challenge is to not only update and modernize the look of the private office for Brandstar, but create a clean, modern, and high-tech look that will be uniform throughout every office space in the building. There were still requirements for a private office, of course. They still needed a space for storage, a large enough work surface, an ergonomic chair and guest seating for private meetings, and everything flexible enough to include more or less people. To that end, I've chosen a company called Mayline to come down to Florida and meet with Mark, Carmen, and me to look over my design plans. CEO Alan Klotchie and his manager of sales services, Jason Dobert, showed us examples of their E5 products line of modular office furniture that is designed to support a more open and collaborative work environment. They have great solutions for workspaces, ergonomic chairs, and a wide range of materials and finishes to choose from. But just to make sure that Mayline was the right fit for our company, I decided to pay them a visit at their manufacturing plant in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, where I found a 100-year-old tradition in pride and craftsmanship.
Alan, this is such an old building. There's still some old Mayline paint on the exterior. How long have you guys been here?
Well, the building's been here for over 100 years, if you can believe it.
Wow.
But we're the new tenant. 75 years ago, we moved in here. I think one of the things that's still so unique about Mayline is that we manufacture our products here in the United States, right here in Sheboygan.
It's really important how things are constructed and made, and I want to make sure that we are finding the right product for this space. I love that their products are made in the USA, and so I'm here to see more.
Our employees take great pride in putting this product together, have it being American made, and stamping that Mayline name on it. And I think in the environment that Kalyn's looking at putting together, that quality is going to be an important feature.
So I'm really glad that I came to their factory today to see how things are actually made and handcrafted here in Wisconsin. A lot of strong Wisconsin women are in this factory. I was very impressed by how many women are making their furniture, so that was really fantastic to see. Feeling much more comfortable having seen the factory and how things are made here at Mayline. I still want to see what other options they have available, so I think it's important that I go to NeoCon this year.
NeoCon is the country's largest national furniture trade show in Chicago, where Mayline is one of its largest exhibitors. Here, all of their newest office products are on display.
You know, I really want to make sure that we choose the right thing for our space. It needs to meet all of the goals that we need for our project, so I'm here to make that decision. I'm meeting with Jason, and he is going to show me a bunch of different products and new items and new finishes and some of the solutions that Mayline offers. Perfect. I think it's fantastic, and I'm really happy with the privacy panel above. Yeah. After seeing your factory and, you know, you guys taking the time to really help me understand your products and how they're made, and I know that this is the right fit for us. Great. So I'm so excited.
Awesome.
So my mind's made up. I think the E5 line of private office furniture from Mayline is the right solution for Brandstar's new office space.
I signed the deal with Alan. I'm so excited. They did such a great job. Their customer service was the best. You know, I think our employees are going to be blown away with the options that they have.
It will take about 8 weeks for delivery, and we've got a tight timeline to meet. So while I was here, I decided to check out some of the other vendors at Neocon for some cool ideas we can use in my design. I came across a company, 290 Sign Systems. That's where I met Rebecca Tyke, the Director of Marketing at 290 Sign Systems, who was great at demonstrating how their sign systems can be an integral part of an office design.
Click on the sign and it will print out a sign drawing with all your specifications.
Oh, how perfect. Something that a lot of designers forget in the initial planning stages is signage. And signage is a super important issue, and employee signage on their office, restroom identification signs, an evacuation plan, or you know those little signs where you see the braille? All of those are a code issue, and they must be mounted at a certain height, and there are certain specifications for those inside a commercial space.
Kalyn was looking for a sign system that was changeable. People were going to be going from here to there, so her first priority was for a changeable system. We pride ourselves on being modular and changeable. Then her second need was to incorporate the brand into the signs, and we designed a backer for the sign system that she chose that we could illustrate the brand. So I started off showing her our 3 main sign platforms: Modular, Click, and Arc, and we were just debuting Click at Neocon. She said, "I love this one. This is the one. I need this. What is it called?" And I said, "It's Click."
Coming up, it all clicks together when the Mayline furniture arrives.
Leviton's home security and automation products. The smart and affordable way to update your home with state-of-the-art safety and security protection.
As technology has progressed, so has the future of architecture and design. Here at VIMtrek, we have combined 3D modeling, BIM data, and Unity technology to revolutionize the market by providing a fully immersive, easy-to-navigate, interactive 3D model that allows you to explore your newly designed space. These environments are easily shared, which allows for collaboration, reduces change orders and building costs, and helps promote a green and lean building process. Immerse yourself and experience the latest technology in architecture and design at VIMtrek.
Here at the job site. Any day for an interior designer that we're doing a furniture installation is a big day, but especially today with Mayline here. We've got 3 huge trucks full of furniture, and everything needs to go in a certain location. We've got the electricians who are running wires through the furniture. I've got painters finishing up. I've got decorative wall treatments going on. I have a lot in my mind. It's all organized in here somehow, but it's been a crazy day.
One thing about furniture installation: when you have this much arriving all at once, literally hundreds of boxes, and even boxes within boxes, that all have to end up in a specific location, organization is key, or else you'll end up with total chaos. What's really interesting is the way Mayline packs their trucks for delivery from Wisconsin. The trucks are packed by room so that when the trucks arrive and unpack, they can literally take the furniture out and place it in the exact location where it belongs. The fantastic news is that Mayline has sent Kathy Aulick here to help with the delivery. She's the brains behind the installation, and she really helps to keep things extremely organized by knowing exactly what goes where and how it's assembled.
The challenge always is, when you're dealing with this many pieces, is to get the correct pieces in the right areas. There's approximately 1,000 pieces, from hardware to tops to legs to cabinets to overheads and all the electrical that is needed, and it's probably going to take 8 to 10 installers 4 to 5 days to complete the install of all the furniture.
Now, as you can imagine, there's a ton of cardboard left over from trying to get the product here safely, but we found a green way to deal with it so it doesn't end up in a landfill. That's why this guy is here. He's part of the greener solution.
So I'm really excited. Daniel is here, Daniel Suarez, and what he does, which I think is so wonderful and important for this project, he actually helps Office Furniture Warehouse take all of the boxes, all of the waste, and he brings them to Miami to recycle, which is fantastic because we are a green building and we're trying our best to be eco-friendly and conscious. So this is wonderful. Muchas gracias, Daniel.
It's been said that you can actually predict how happy people are going to be in a workspace by the amount of sunlight they get. If you are near a window, it seems you're going to be happier, more engaged, and in the end, more productive. In designing this building, I've taken a great deal of care to try to get the lighting right, both with the fixtures we've installed and by utilizing, whenever possible, the natural lighting from the windows. We have 31 windows throughout the building. That includes the private offices around the exterior of the building and the small conference rooms. I needed to find shades that would block the glare for employees, but at the same time, I didn't want to lose the daylight harvesting. That's when I found a company called Indoor Sky. They suggested to me a simple and innovative window treatment that would provide shade and still let us have the energy-saving daylight harvesting. The heart of their system is a light shelf that's designed to extend daylight deeper into the building. In other words, these shades maximize the amount of daylight within the space, while still blocking the sun's glare on the occupant. We are working with Matt Moulton from Indoor Sky. Matt spent an afternoon with us installing the new office shades.
Having a light shelf with a roller shade integrated, built into one system is very unique. It doesn't exist anywhere else. So you have the shading and daylighting aspect in one system.
This system is very much like everything we've installed in our renovation. It's all about comfort and individual option for the employees.
People like to have control over their environment, over the heat and the amount of light that they have. So with our system, if there's too much light coming in, they can close the roller shade. They can also close the light shelf to darken the room. And then if they want to open it up and have lots of daylight, they can pull up the roller shades and open the light shelf and really bring in that daylight.
In researching all of this, I found that the idea of light shelves was not new. They've been around for years. Now, with Indoor Sky's system, we are using the light shelves effectively for daylight harvesting.
So Kalyn's design incorporated beautiful new windows to really maximize the daylight, which is wonderful, but daylight comes with some negative side effects. You have heat and glare, which can be very troublesome. So with our system, you take away that glare and the heat, and you maximize that daylight at the same time. So we're shading the occupants and harvesting the daylight at the same time.
So Mayline's here installing the furniture, and now they're turning their attention to the bullpen area.
So I'm here with Alan today. He flew all the way down from Sheboygan, Wisconsin to come check out our installation progress. From the beginning, I was very concerned about the end user who comes from a place of privacy. They have these tall cubicles, old-fashioned, and they really needed a solution that wasn't just an open plan.
So when I found Mayline's E5 line of furniture, it was a great fit. It gave the end user a lot of desk space and storage, but the system had no privacy. So I worked with Alan's team at Mayline, and I designed a privacy partition.
When Kalyn first came to us and talked about taking the entire workforce and moving them into a new facility that was half the size of the original one, I knew it was going to be a challenge. And there were certain parts of the design that Kalyn was talking about that I wasn't really sure about, especially the privacy panels.
Not only did this provide layers of privacy, but it also allowed light to pass through, because I was really trying to get natural light into the bullpen area. So I was thrilled when Mayline unveiled the privacy panels they had made for me.
In hindsight, I think Kalyn was right, and she was really sensitive to the transition that these people were going to make from the old environment to the new. But when I see it in place, I think it looks great, and I think the functionality of the privacy panels being both combination privacy and write-on surfaces, I think the employees are really going to like it, and it's a perfect blend between the old and the new. Kalyn, one of the things I'm so grateful that you guys decided to go with is the upgrade to the technology wall.
Absolutely. I think the reason that we really are happy that we went with this option was because we can power now through the floor. So we've run our power through the floor, and this makes a clean travel path. There's no cable management issues. Everything runs right through this system.
This means employees will no longer have to crawl under their desks in order to plug in equipment. They'll have power outlets right on their desk surfaces.
And the great thing is that once all of your electrical work is done, take one of the panels, drop the panel in place, and it Velcros on.
That's right, and now my IT guy will be my best friend. Yes, so Alan, I'm exceptionally pleased with how everything is coming together. I think it's fantastic that the private office solution is the same furniture which was my directive from our COO.
Leviton's home security and automation products, the smart and affordable way to update your home. The OmniStat 2 can automatically adjust the temperature and humidity to optimize HVAC usage while saving money. The system can even provide passive security, simulating a lived-in look when away on vacation. All made possible by Leviton's home security and automation products.
Life happens in your kitchen. Innovation Cabinetry. Affordable luxury for life.
So it's day 2 here on the job site of our furniture installation with Mayline, and there are parts and pieces everywhere. There are desk legs over there, cabinets over here, but somehow I'm so glad I have a big team who's helping me put it all together.
Of course, any day I'm installing furniture is hectic because I want to make sure that the product I'm receiving is perfect, without any flaws and without any dings, that I've received the right furniture and that it's all going in the right direction. Our office furniture installation is about complete, but we still have a few extra things to add that's going to make this space extra special for the employees. In today's office environment, ergonomics are so important for employee health. So many of us are at our desks all day long, 5 days a week, and prolonged sitting can have serious health consequences. So I turned to a company called Ergotron for some products that extend ergonomic comfort to the end user. Ergotron is known for products that make an office space a healthier experience, especially when using digital technology. Things like ergonomic desk mounts for computers, TV mounts for the wall, and sit-stand workstations for employees so they can get up from their chairs and move their legs while working. Brandstar's IT director, Adam Brown, is overseeing the installation of these ergonomic devices. We're installing Ergotron wall mounts for the TVs in each office, as well as the arm mounts for desktop computer monitors. What I especially like is the small footprint taken up by these mounts. We're placing the movable arm mounts within reach of the employee, but at the back of the desk, which leaves a lot more space for the employee.
So what's neat about the Ergotron products is it allows us to have flexibility on those desks. If you want to move your monitor around, show someone that's sitting next to you, you can just grab the monitor, spin it around, show it to somebody else. They've also provided us sit-stand desks. Employees have the flexibility of being able to sit down or stand up while they're working. The sit-stand desk is just good for your health.
This is also installation day for the TV monitors, which will be mounted in each private office. Element Electronics is providing these Energy Star certified monitors that they've shipped down from their state-of-the-art factory in Winsboro, South Carolina.
So Element brought on 2 different types of televisions for us. Both are 4K resolutions, but they brought on both 55 and 65-inch TVs. This allows us to put the 55s in areas a little bit smaller, where you don't want to have something as large as the 65, but both give us the great resolution and the high def that we need in those areas.
What I really liked about the Element TVs from a design perspective was its black border, because when you place it on the Ergotron wall mount, the TV almost disappears into the blackboard bubble, which we've painted on the wall. It's all part of the design, and I've planned to inspire some fun and creativity in each office space.
So with the Element TVs in the listen bubble on the executive office's walls, it allows us to kind of hide the television when they're not on. So really when you look into the offices, you may not even know that there's a television there. But once you turn it on, it really focuses on the content, allows it to be more vibrant coming off the wall.
And here's something else that's really neat about the Element TV. I've run HDMI cables from the desktop computer so that the television can also serve as an extra computer monitor for more collaboration in the office space.
Anybody that's in the office can take that TV that's on the wall, move the content to it, and also since Ergotron's mount has an arm to it, you can rotate the TV, point it in different directions, so then you can collaborate with the people that are in your office.
Everything from having a smart TV to having the iPads at people's fingertips in a smaller work environment with technology and systems and processes that allows them to do things quickly and together can increase the productivity and the speed of everything.
I think the employees are really going to love this ergonomic technology we've placed in each office. So 290 Signs and I have been working together for several months now designing the perfect signage suite for this office. And I'm so excited and lucky enough to have Rebecca here herself, and she's gonna help me install just a couple signs to get our team ready to do the full installation. So Rebecca, I'm so thrilled with how these turned out. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And what's so great for this organization is that they're constantly changing team members and moving around seats and desks change. So to have this sort of a modular solution for them is great.
One unique request that Kalyn had was from Carmen, and she wanted to incorporate a quote from each employee that either meant something dear to them or inspired them. So they had a little bit of themselves in each sign.
We polled all the employees and asked them to give us a quote that's personal to them and meaningful. So if, let's say, in 3 weeks someone hates their quote and wants to change it, they can because of the paper insert.
You bet. So if they want to change out the laser print, they simply just grab the insert, and we have different templates that are perforated, and you can go ahead and update your signage and just put it back in.
So thrilled with how these turned out. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I know we're not totally complete in construction, but just so we get an idea, let's install a couple of these.
Sounds perfect.
Okay, super.
Okay.
So you show me the first one.
Well, basically this is a saddle mount, and it just goes right on top of a panel, architectural panel, so.
Easy enough.
Easy enough.
Once they're installed in the whole row, it'll be so much easier for people walking down the aisle to locate an employee.
Definitely.
Because I really wanted the privacy with the higher partition. And so now when people are seated at their desk, someone can scan the row and find them easier. So
You bet.
These are perfect.
One of the things that makes us unique is our ability to work with designers. Whatever they want to create, we're able to manufacture.
Overall, I couldn't be more pleased with the 290 signage. It's the perfect way to show individuality and reveal something personal about each employee. Some of the quotes are funny, some are serious, but they're all personal to each employee. And I think that creates conversation, which is exactly what's needed in a collaborative workspace.
Oh, come sit and have a meeting with me.
Oh, wait.
There you go. You
It's
get
a
your...
file cabinet and a seat
That's right.
all at the
Come
same
sit
time.
in my new cubicle.
Wow, it's been quite a week here at the worksite. And the Mayline furniture is going to give everyone a great working environment. Now it's time to show Mark and Carmen and get their reaction.
Wow. Nice.
This is unbelievable. This is the space.
Gorgeous.
Sit here. Oh, come sit and have a meeting with me.
Oh, wait.
There you go. You
It's
get
a
your...
file cabinet and a seat
That's right.
all at the
Come
same
sit
time.
And look at all the outlets, so you can actually...
8 outlets, one place.
Because the whiteboard walls are really cool because they just give you a little bit of a separation, right?
Beautiful. Looks
Wow, what a great space.
good. One of the goals that we had in designing what we're designing is to have every space have a dual purpose. So you look at the file cabinet that's lockable and can be a seating storage. You look at the place that you can put your files and things in, but you can also write on it. You see the whiteboard that is a whiteboard that you can write on it, but it's a space where it's privacy. So we've really designed everything to have multiple purposes.
So Mark and Carmen have seen the bullpen, and now it's time for them to check out the private offices.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
There we go. Let's sign it on the door. We're good to go. Come on in
Your
my
office.
Look at this.
Wow.
Sweet.
Beautiful.
You know, I've been questioned several times from people, well, or how are you going to adjust to this environment? And I got to be honest with you, I love it. I mean, it's clean, it's sharp, it doesn't have clutter in it, and I think it's perfect. It's exactly what I'm looking for.
As you can see, Mark and Carmen are really pleased with the new space, and even Alan seems impressed with how we've integrated his Mayline furniture into our design.
Most importantly, from an office standpoint, I think we accomplished what you wanted. You wanted a really nice big work surface. You selected the Gist chair. This is a great chair. This is actually the chair that I have in my office. And what I like about it being a bigger guy is that it adjusts in 5 different ways. Not only will your workers be functional, but they'll be comfortable.
Exactly.
So I know I'm biased, but I think it's a pretty good looking office.
I would
And
have to agree.
I think you're all set to go.
I really couldn't picture it in my head to be as nice as it turned out to be. So, I mean, the folks from Mayline, again, they just really did a great job from beginning to end. And everything in my office just fits. It's all well coordinated, and it just feels like the place I'm supposed to be.
Well, here we are, another week of construction completed. I couldn't be more pleased with how everything's turned out. The paint color looks really beautiful, and the Mayline office furniture is just what I envisioned. Now, we're going to turn our attention to some of the personal things for everyone. We're going to install a kitchen, along with a marketplace, and a really cool water filling station. For everyone working here, this will be more than a workspace. It's a home away from home. So we need to make this space not only a comfortable place to work, but also a place that's going to allow you to relax and recharge. In the end, it's going to be fabulous.
There are little pieces everywhere, and these guys are putting together the puzzle. Try it again.